Okay, and we should be live. Hello, everybody. I know Chris is still wrapping things up over there, so we'll give everyone a moment to come in. Let me get my chat here, and we will say hi to the people we've got in already. First in, the Zen Ginger, followed by Caleb's Aquatics, Griffin Fish Room, JRB Herrero. Of course, my co-host and good friend Chattanooga Ed is here. Not Nola Jane Fishrich. Sorry, I'm going to turn off my notifications. Otherwise, that's going to go off the entire stream. There we go. Griffin Fish Room. Again, hello to you. Scroll down through here. Chappie, my good friend Chappie. Alien World Aquatics. Brad Fowler. Rockford Fish Keeping. Zoe Kitty. I never know which one it is. So there, I said both, so I was right and I was wrong. Sandy is with us as well. Big J's Fish Keeper. Don Gallagher is in the building. Hello and welcome to all of you. I appreciate you coming in tonight. Let me see. All right, Chris just killed his stream, so we'll give everybody else a couple seconds to roll in through the door. Sand Creek Aquatics, hello and welcome, my friend. So we've got, well, I guess a couple special announcements. One of them was not, I don't want to say ruined. It wasn't ruined, but one of them has already been announced. And I'll get to that here in a minute after everybody gets in here. And there's the hashtag multi-tank addiction raid. Jay's Crazy Obsessions, hello and welcome. Mr. Zen, appreciate you coming in. There we go. All right, good. I am at the bottom. Miss Fever is here with the hashtag MTA raid. Thank you, Miss Fever. Rack from the River Life, hello, my friend. I appreciate you swinging by. Don't let us keep you up too late or away from your son. Make sure you get some good quality time in with him while you've got him in town.
While Rack is here, I want to show him one thing.
Absolutely.
If, I've become a Tennessee fan since I've moved down here. I got my Tennessee hat. Of course, it's not fitting on over my bandana. And my Tennessee leather jacket that I was proud to wear in St. Louis over Christmas.
Very nice. I am going to leave the football like the politics, and I'm not going to discuss it because that might lose half of my subscriber count if I mention who I'm for, even though I am in Knoxville, Tennessee. So we're just going to leave it there. See, we also had Greg Pollock join us. Killer Whale, hello, my friend. I appreciate you coming by. Get down to the bottom here. I thought I was there, not quite. Zen Ginger dropping the links, of course, the Wonder Mod. Sherry Kramer coming in, hashtag multi-tank addiction raid. Thank you. FNS Fish Room. Killer Whale says he lives in St. Louis, Ed.
Oh, awesome. I was born and raised there. Well, I also lived in Kansas City for about 15 years. That's where I got my love for the Royals and the Chiefs. But most of my life was St. Louis.
That's where this red comes in.
I do this for the Kansas City Chiefs every year.
And we have got Recon 338 has also joined us. Hello again to you. I appreciate you. And New England Inler, thank you. Glad to see you. I appreciate a lot of you all that were in the live stream earlier, so thank you for showing up to another one. There you go. Killer Whale said, go Chiefs.
All right.
So one thing I did want to discuss real quick. It's been bugging me today. It has been bugging me, Ed. I don't understand why people don't like you. I just don't know if I can go on with this stream. I really don't. I mean,
well, I've got a lot of complaints in the last few days about the pink beard from the girls.
I just want to point this out. I mean, Chattanooga Ed has 190 subscribers. I mean, I think we should at least be able to get 200 subscribers for you.
That's my goal for this year, is to try to get 10 subscribers to get to 200.
We'll see. We can knock that out of the park right now. Let's see. Aquarium is maintained by Andy. Hello, welcome. I'm glad you showed up. I don't think I missed anybody prior to that. If I did, my apologies. I'll catch you on the next one. Candy Overhauls is in the building. Hello, Candy. No work required, at least not here. You do what you do on your end, and feel free to lurk and listen. Rockford Fish Keeping says, I'll be lurking while I work on some mapping stuff. Awesome. I appreciate the lurkers. I mean, Chappie, apparently people don't like Ed because he's only got 190 subscribers. And I mean, I'm pretty sure the guy would have more than that. You know,
They just don't like looking at me.
I think we could do more than that. I mean, the man even put out 2 wonderful videos on these beautiful blue guppies, 2 different types of guppies today. So
I do love my guppies.
Oh, you have gorgeous guppies. Let's see. Chevy Fish has joined us. Hello, hello. So has Jeremy Morrell. And there is Miss Fever pushing everyone to check out Ed if you have not already. Now, I saw that earlier when I was watching your videos, and I was like, we need to give a little push to people when we start out the live stream. See, there we go. We got 3 of those 10 that you need for the year.
Holy cow. What? That was going to be one of my goofy jokes that I was going to say to James was when he asked me what my goals for this year was, and it was going to be to get 10 people.
But
thank you, Cal.
Yeah, I appreciate you all. I mean, Ed's an awesome guy, and I enjoy his videos. And I would not have felt right going into the stream without putting that push out there first. So I appreciate you all. Yeah, I know a lot of you have. I just wanted to bring it up. See, we had 3 that were not. Yeah. So if we can pick up 3 every time we talk, there you go.
Well, thank you, James.
We might be able to get you 10 a month at that right now.
Oh my gosh.
No, we're gonna get you there, buddy. And especially now that you're putting videos out again, and you're gonna be working on some things I'll let you discuss. Hey, Chewy, welcome. Glad to have you, my friend. So there's my plug of the moment. I wanted to get that done and show Ed some support because he's an awesome guy, and he always shows up and is very supportive of me and puts up with my rambling. So it's the least I could do.
Well, the one thing about me is I know I'm not like a YouTuber type person, but I am a YouTube, well, over here, wherever the chat is. I am one of you guys. You know, I love being on here and talking with friends and having a good time. I'll never produce, great stuff or anything, but just fun and have a good time is what I'm all about.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, even if you don't consider yourself a YouTuber type, you're just a good guy to have a conversation with. And I think that's lacking a lot of times. It's one thing to write content and sit there and regurgitate it. It's another thing to have a legitimate, decent conversation with somebody. That can oftentimes be harder. Hey, Tampa Tom Fishing. Welcome, welcome. I appreciate you coming by today.
I can answer what Candy's favorite fish is. Well, wait, it's a dream fish. The Queen Angel. Because I watched her interview. Sorry, I had dinner prep.
No, you're good. You're good. We all love Candy. That was a wonderful thing. I'm glad that KG was able to get her on there, and that they're going to get her to Chicago. That's going to be phenomenal.
Super awesome.
Which, hey, Amber. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I was working on the lights and sound and all that good stuff, trying to do what we can. So thank you, Big City Bettis, Amber, for joining us and giving us the thumbs up on the stream. So as most of you already know, because you were in the KG stream, and as some of you heard earlier from Bob Steenfott and John from KG Tropicals will be on the Fish Room Fever channel on the 11th. I believe we're going to go for 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that should be a fun show. I don't really want to do it like a Q&A style thing. I think they get enough of that. I kind of want it to be a place where they can come in and talk about stuff they want to talk about without having to meet any type of channel expectations that their larger viewing audiences require. So I'm very gracious that they both accepted to do that. And I think the 2 of them together is going to be a wonderful thing on the stream. Like John mentioned earlier, he's just going to talk about drones the whole time. And I think Bob will probably talk about snow camping. So we have that to look forward to. But I think that's going to be fun. And I was surprised that got announced earlier.
Thank you, Scottish, for subbing to me just now. I appreciate that.
See,
I won't let you down.
Jay's crazy obsession says, "Oh, so now YouTube is so afraid of the infamous candy, it's policing itself." It might just be. I may have had the opportunity to delete a message of Candy's earlier in a stream that she had not yet been modded in, and taken that opportunity to get a screenshot of where Fish Room Fever deleted Candy Overhaul's message. Now I can't confirm or deny that I would take advantage of that, but you know, it's a possibility. I love you, Candy, but I had to do it. It was a once in a lifetime chance for me to delete one of your comments. Let's see, Multi-Tank Addiction, Chris. Hello, my brother. I appreciate you swinging by. Let me see. I missed somebody. Here we go. Vince Olshov says, just got here. Background music for me during 2 tank water changes and 3 or 4 nighttime beers. There you go. Better than watching CNN lives for the next hour. LOL. Absolutely, Vince. I don't think I've seen you before, so I want to say a big thank you and welcome to the stream. Of course, I appreciate having all of you here. But let's make sure that we welcome the new people, especially. I know a lot of times we get caught up talking to the people that we talk to all the time and occasionally overlook the new folks. Very rarely, but it does happen. So let's make everybody feel welcome. Let's see. Miss Fever and Chris are plotting their conspiracy against me. We'll see how that turns out. FNS Fishroom said that should be great. Yeah, I think it's going to be fun. I think it's probably going to get a lot of downvotes because I think people are going to come from KG and come from Steenfot and be expecting something more geared towards fish, and then get upset because even John had mentioned before that when he was doing his Saturday We Need to Talk, as much as he enjoyed it, his viewers did not like that nearly as much, and it was kind of impacting his channel in a bad way. So I thought it was an awesome opportunity, and you know, and just also to show that they're both really great guys and they don't put themselves above us. You know, most of us think of them as much bigger YouTubers, and really they group themselves in the same category as us small YouTubers. They consider themselves small YouTubers. So I thought it was a cool chance to show that as well. Big City Bettas. Amber says, Jeremy, I am teaching myself my plants' actual species names and not just the people names I have given them. Be proud. Oh, I'm sure that is a long, long list, Amber. How many plants are you going to have to kill for paper to write this list down? I want you to think about that. You ponder that and you get back to me.
Yeah, I wish I knew Latin so I could do that type of stuff.
Okay, so let's see. Let's look. I think Chattanooga Ed is at... Okay, Chattanooga Ed is at 198. So apparently Miss Fever has decided that if we can get Chattanooga Ed to 200, she will pop in on camera and say hello.
Oh, awesome. Well, that's super cool.
Yeah, no politics here. I don't know what we... Yeah, no politics. No, I even avoid the football talk because I'm in Tennessee. And that's just as bad as talking politics if you don't agree on it. I try and avoid the politics, religion, and all those things, excluding the politics of fish tanks. We can debate filters and things of that nature all we want. Candy Overhauls, you took a little too much pleasure in that Fish Room Fever. I saw who would quickly turn on me. I would never turn on you, Candy. That's why I didn't time you out. If I really wanted to be mean, I would have put a 300-second timeout. But I wanted that screenshot of the not blue Candy Overhauls message being deleted, just because I love you, just because it'll never happen again. Everybody's saying hello to Vince. Chappie says, oh, FRF, remember being Horn Dog. Yes, filling in for poor Horn Dog. He's an interesting character over there in Chappie's stream. If y'all haven't checked Chappie out, hi, Bob, I see you. We're going to address that here in just a second. If you haven't checked Chappie out, he does not keep fish, but he's a really awesome guy. He does creepypasta readings and plays video games. He's just a cool stream to hang out in. And he's on a lot of times when there's like none of the fish fams on. So you'll find a lot of us have migrated over there to hang out. And he's even made us our own Discord section and everything. Miss Fever says, Ed is a unicorn. Go capture the unicorn. So I'm going to refresh the Ed unicorn count there. Griffin says, let's get 2 more for Ed. Big J laughing at Miss Fever. And there he is, Bob with Kaler's Aquatics, our good friend and recent member of the 1K Club, hello and welcome. Kaylor's Aquatic says, I'm new here. Hey, Candy. Oops. We love you, Bob. I appreciate you coming by.
You know, earlier, what it made me think, Candy, somebody asked what Candy's favorite fish was, or a dream fish. I think I said the angel, or the queen angel. I may have said the emperor angel, and that's like that's mine. But the whole time when I heard that interview with her, I was thinking, Bob has one of those. I wonder if he'd miss it. And then today in KG Tropical's stream, they said, "What's your favorite fish?" And I'm pretty sure Bob said the angel, the queen angel, and I was like, "Oh, he'd notice that one."
So I would like to say thank you, everybody. I appreciate you all showing up for my friend Ed here. You will not be disappointed. He's an awesome guy, as you all know, because you show up to watch him here. So you might as well show up and support him on his channel as well. Eventually, we'll probably be changing around and moving the stream back and forth once we're more established on the time slot and people know where to look for us. But Chattanooga Ed currently has 209 subscribers. So at some point, Miss Fever is going to have to pop her head in and say hello. Let me
that'd be a pleasure.
Get my chat back up here. Crazy Jay's Obsessions, or excuse me, Jay's Crazy Obsessions, my apologies, says, is this the normal time slot for these guys? Yes, we always stream following Multi-Tank Addictions on Thursday. I do various other live streams throughout the week as my work permits. I actually did one earlier today that was more YouTube related than fish related, because I know I had the fish stream tonight. So if you ding that notification bell, you're bound to catch some interesting live streams. This one is same time every week, and then I always do at least one other stream throughout the week, if not two.
You can also catch me occasionally on Bob Kaylor's videos.
Yes. And there's Candy Overhaul, says, at Jeremy Morrell, my favorites that I have are Emperor Tetras. There you go, Ed, scientific name. Gertrude Aura II or 2, either one, not sure. Amazon Puffers, Dwarf Neon Rainbows, Clown Killies, Peacock Gudgeons. Oh, wow, the chat took off on me. I'm going to have to catch up quick here. All right.
I'm in top chat. I'm missing some of it.
I'm in live chat, but my bar on the side, my scroll bar, went from really big to really small. So let me burn through here real quick. So it looks like I'm about 70 comments behind at this point. Get back here. There's Chattanooga Ed's link. Cell phone and Google for Amber. Okay, we got that. Super proud. If anything is, yeah, there we go. There's Rack River Life. So 204 for Ed. 208 for Ed for Big J's. Cichlids Aquarium Keeper, hello and welcome. Glad to have you here. Vince Olshov, welcome. Trying to catch everybody on the way down here. Julie Wrights on Walls, always a pleasure to see you. You know, I've got a dry erase wall over here just for you to come in and doodle on anytime you want to swing by. Bandages is here as well. Hello. Appreciate you jumping over from Chappie's stream. I don't know if Chappie's streaming right now, but I know that's where I've seen you at. Jay's Crazy Obsession says, I look forward to many more late Thursdays with us as I work late. Well, that is awesome. We will be here. We do a 2-hour live stream. Occasionally after we cut that, when we go to a less official live stream, just depending upon the day and how hyped up everybody is. But you always get at least 2 hours from us starting at 12:30 a.m. Friday mornings, technically, Eastern time. Bob Keller says, thanks, Candy. Can't sleep, so I thought I'd listen. And Candy did say Emperor Angel is my bucket list fish for salt. Make sure I haven't missed anybody else. Scratch and Bow on the go. How are you, brother? I appreciate you swinging by. Make sure I didn't miss anybody else. I will get caught up here. Anthony's Fishy Friends. Hello, my friend. Welcome to the stream. Chappie says, not streaming right now. I wasn't sure. I just saw a bunch of people that I know from hanging out in your chat. So I never know if it's a Chappie raid or if it's just people swinging by that I'm familiar with. Tampa Tom Fishing says, energy level low. If that's on my end, it may be. I got like 3 hours of sleep. I was dying during my stream earlier, but I wanted to go on. Thank you, Miss Fever, for the thumbs up push there. And it looks like I have gotten to the bottom. Miss Griffin Fish Room, hello and welcome. Yes, hello everybody. Welcome to the Fish Show. Absolutely. Dreamfish. Multi-tank addiction raid. I appreciate all you showing up. And I know it's a weird time for some of you. Some of you it's a little earlier rather than later. It's about 1 o'clock our time now. But I appreciate you all being here. It's always fun to talk with you all. So, do you want to do your dream fish, fresh salt, either or both?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. Jay's Crazy Obsession asked Dreamfish, so I'm assuming it was at us since it wasn't directed to anybody else.
Okay, well, hi, Miss Griff. One of my dream fish, and I know it's going to eventually happen, is Pam's rice fish. I'm like, I don't want to say that I'm an artist, but I really love art, and that was my degree. And I love color, and I absolutely love that. I love little fish, and I love how they're orange and blue. They're amazing fish.
Yeah.
And I want to try to get the exact same lighting that she has and everything, and just like make a scary model of her fish tank. So that's my freshwater. I really wanted a biker, or biker, however you say it. Ever since I met James and got to check out his fish room, he has one named Buddy. It's just amazing. It goes back and forth all the time. And I just fell in love with that guy. And so I found one, and he, at the fish store, he was right up front. All the others were kind of laying on the bottom. I said, I want that one. So I've got him. And then for saltwater, it sounds goofy, but I want clams. I'd really like to have some clams.
You were telling me about that, yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to have a clam tank. I'd love to have emperor angel, but they just get so big. I wish I could just keep it a baby. Just like, I wish I could have a stingray, but they just get too big for me.
So for those people that are not familiar with saltwater clams, that may be thinking of like freshwater clams as simply just the little closed shell, do you want to explain a little bit more about those or describe them? Because it's completely different than what you think of in freshwater clams.
Well, there's 3 different types that are mainly sold. And I mean, they go from this big to little. They live forever. But the colors are amazing. You'll normally see them, they'll come like teal, purple, green, but then they've got dots of a different bright color in them. They generally stay open like that. And then when you run your hand over the tank, they kind of close. I love those.
Here we go.
Scallops are pretty neat. There's a scallop that's called a lightning scallop. Oh, yeah, these are great. See, and as good as they look in the photos, they look so much better in person. It's insane.
Yeah. I just figured I'd throw that up there because if you aren't familiar with saltwater clams, people go, "Oh, clams, that's weird." And
yeah, and I'd probably get like a mandarin goby to swim around them and stuff because I love them, or a dragonette, something. I love dragonettes.
Oh yeah, gorgeous.
But there's a scallop. They market it as a scallop at the fish stores, but it's actually a clam. It's a white shell that has lots of red like tentacles that come out.
Yeah.
And we've seen those in Knoxville. When I was down in Atlanta, they had one that has like electric that goes back and forth across the front of it. And I like watched the YouTube on it, and it actually generates heat and will go towards a fish because most clams shut, their shell to protect themselves. These guys open wide up, and they do this blue line, and somehow they generate heat, and they get closer and kind of lunge themselves at a fish. And they even put one with one of those, the shrimp that are mantis shrimp. They put one with a mantis shrimp because those things like love any type of shellfish. And it opened up and held that mantis shrimp there for 15 minutes. They timed it until it just decided to take off. It's So cool.
No, they are cool. I was just looking at our viewing audiences over here, trying to refrain from dirty clam jokes. Oh,
Well,
I love them, but So real quick, hello to Toonstead. Just Shrimp Granny has also joined us. Somebody else that I have just missed. Alice. Alice is here. I know I saw her somewhere. Hi, Alice. There we go. 6 a.m. and I'm at work. So to answer that question, my dream fish in freshwater is kind of a cheap, but it's not. It's actually a fish I already have, but it would be to have those fish as a breeding colony, which is what I'm trying for. And that would be my Caribe or Caribe piranha, since there's only one documented case of being able to breed them in captivity, and everything that's available in the hobby currently is wild caught. My goal is with the shoal of 25 that I have to be able to get them breeding, since I have been able to spawn a couple different types of piranha before. So that's kind of my dream fish, is for that to succeed and have a tank with spawning Caribe piranha for freshwater. So kind of cheating. I have the fish, don't have the spawning colony, but that's like, not only would it be really cool and I really enjoy those fish, but with it being something that's not been picture video documented ever happening in an aquarium, I think that would be, really awesome, just because that's kind of where I'm at in the hobby, is wanting to try and do stuff like that. I'm nowhere near like the scientific level of, JH or a lot of other people, but I have a lot of interest in it. I just don't have the memory that I used to. For saltwater, that is a tricky one. And I think Priscilla, which I don't think she's in here, but I think Priscilla said it earlier. Miss Fever showed me a picture. It's a dragon moray eel, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. I forget exactly what it is, but I know it's a dragon eel. But they're, I think, like $800 and up or something like that. They are not cheap, but they just look so amazing. That's one of those in the realm of possibility type things. Not like, oh, a blue ring octopus. That's just not a good idea for me. Those type of things. Let's see. Chat has been flying by. I did nothing, Chappie. I was trying to assist you, sir. How dare you smear my name through the mud? Miss Fever, yes, if you would like to bring the puppy in with you when you say hello, you're welcome to do so. Everybody wants to see the puppy. Jay's Crazy Obsession says, I'd imagine they would taste better if you could raise them yourself. Note to self, look into commercial clam farming. There you go. Just Shrimp Granny says, the beard is really bright, Ed.
Thank you.
There you go. So, in terms of 2020 goals, and it doesn't have to be, YouTube specific or even necessarily fish keeping specific, it could just be like life in general type things. What kind of goals do you have for the year? I know that's the big thing everybody's on, is resolutions and goals, but we all have them, whether we are going to get there or not, we come up with stuff.
Yeah. Well, my big goal is I want to build my fish room, and I'm actually starting. I've got the material list and everything. I just need to purchase it, and we're going to get rocking on that. I thought I was going to have it about 2 months ago, but my deck on the back of the house is taking a lot longer than we planned. So that's my big dream. It's going to be a 14 by 14 room. I plan on tomorrow I'm going to go out and buy 6 of those Husky racks. They're on sale at Lowe's. It's actually not Husky. It's the grade above, but it's 40% off. So they're normally like $200, and they're at $140 right now. They're 77 inches wide or across, so I can put 2 20 longs and a 10. And so that's my goals. And they go 4 high, but I'm just going to try to keep it at 3. I have a really bad back, so I have a hard time getting low. I'm looking at the stuff on the floor and the low stuff. And then the middle of the room, I'm going to leave it open if I'd ever want to put shelving in the middle for more tanks. But right now, I want to put a lazy boy with a swivel so I can just spin around and look at my fish.
Nice.
I'm either gonna buy or I'm gonna build my own low boy, and I'm thinking about building it now.
That would be cool.
And, that's gonna be on the one wall that doesn't have the door, and then also put a desk in there so I can keep my different. I'd like to have lots of shrimp and I already have lots of guppies, but I'd like to be able to try to mix them up and see what I make, just for fun. And
oh yeah. So speak of the devil, JH did join us. Hello, Joseph JH Aquatics, and he said Gladiator brand in reference to the shelves.
Yes. Oh, is it a good one? I don't even see him.
He's back up. The chat is just rocking and rolling, which is awesome.
Okay. Yeah, that is way cool. But
Sandy said like Rachel's chair. Rachel O'Leary, how she's got her chair in the middle of her fish area and just kind of, yeah, that's awesome.
Yep. And then I've also got, I love Halloween. As you guys might know if you've seen my Corey video when I dressed up like Murphy. Every year I go all out for Halloween. But I bought all these lights that shoot up on the ceiling. They look like you're underwater or something. So I was going to have some of those and then put some speakers in there and just chill out. That's my goal. But I plan on trying to set up a better computer system, so I'm not in a hallway like I am right now, and
right.
be able to run streams like this.
I can understand that. While this is, ideal for the viewers with the tank behind me, it's literally my ribs in the corner of a desk to get this angle with everything, but it works. So I can understand wanting to get a good streaming setup, especially if you're going to be spending a decent amount of time in front of it. Okay. Jeremy is being mean to Candy. Let's see. Lots of hellos and goodbyes. Tunstead's probably already gone, but Tunstead, I appreciate you swinging by. I hope you have a wonderful night. Crystal's Pets and Plants. Hello, my friend. Welcome. I appreciate you coming by. Chappie says, Ed's going to make the ultimate chill out room. Check his channel for updates. Yes, absolutely. Check his channel for updates. That's what we're going to start doing. When you get into the projects, we're going to be like, this is what Ed started to do. For more details, go watch his video.
Yeah, and I do. I plan on videotaping the whole thing. And I'm a professional photographer, and I've got the good camera, but I haven't been able to figure out how to consistently go to video. It's driving me crazy. I've always taken stills my whole life, and now I've got digital and video, and I'd really like to be able to use my good camera.
Absolutely. Hello, Kling TV. Welcome, welcome. And I did download that manual from where we were talking about the model number. So if it ever works out to where you and Bob are up here when I'm available, I'd be happy to take a look and see if we can't get you rocking and rolling with that thing.
Yeah. I bought a macro lens so that way we can get close in on the fish.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's going to be nice once you get that thing going. Did you have any other 2020 goals, channel related? I mean, you've already, for the year, look, I mean, first stream of the year, and you have hit your yearly channel goals. Oh, I have a visitor. Would you like to say hi with the puppy?
Oh, just a puppy.
You said you would say hi to everybody if we hit 200, and I think we got 209. You just poke your head in and say hello. You really don't want to do this, do you? You want me to hold the puppy for you? Anywhere in front of the tank will work. You got like a 4-foot space. You could just poke your head right around there and say hello to everybody. Oh, almost.
Puppy.
There is the puppy.
It is adorable.
She's cute, but she is a puppy, so she's whiny and chewy and all of those wonderful things. But she is cute. She's a cutie.
I don't know where I'm supposed to go.
I mean, you said hello, so you
I think she knows.
Thank you so much for all that you've done. I really appreciate it.
Hi, Ed.
Hey there. And
let's see.
I
A lot.
see
You got a
over
lot of
here-
support going on here. Even Rack popped back in and said, "Thank you." There we go. Shy Guy Miss Fever. Thanks for your support of the Fish Tube fam. Lots of support coming. Lots of love, and of course, lots of love for the cute puppy. I lost my live chat there, so I'm trying to pull that back up real quick.
Okay, where should I put my face? I can't really say hello with my face.
Gotcha. Well, the camera frame's from like here down anywhere on the glass.
So like all up in your grill.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I can't really go over because I'm behind a desk already, but there we go. All right.
Okay, I did it. Bye.
And she is gone now, never to be seen again, judging by the color of her face. Thank you, Miss Fever. I appreciate your love and support, and thank you for helping to push and incentivize people to get Ed to that goal. That was awesome.
you know what, Chewy? I'll talk about my camera when it's just you and me or some other stream.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, that's the thing is, we're going to talk about lots of stuff. So, but yeah, I think that's awesome that you've got that fancy setup to do that. So once you get that rocking and rolling, I expect some really cool videos.
Well, I've shot over 200 weddings, so I've been doing it for a long time. I just haven't been doing the video or anything.
Crazy, excuse me, Jay's, I'm going to keep calling him Crazy Jay. Jay's Crazy Obsession says, wait, what kind of camera was it?
It's a Nikon.
Make sure I didn't miss a whole lot up here.
I used to use the old Pintech 645, or not 6. Oh my, yeah, I think it was a 645. I got two of them. I probably have a couple $1,000s in cameras that are just worthless. It's sad.
Oh, gotcha.
They're gigantic, weigh a ton. They're beautiful.
Hello again, Cichlids Aquarium Keeper. Every time I get to Cichlids Aquarium Keeper's comment, it's already been retracted. Zen Ginger said her face matched her hair. Yeah. Sandy said that was so fast we didn't even see her. You'll have to replay it and pause. I don't think I can talk her back into here. And Miss Fever, I'm sure you're reading the chat and listening. But Scotty G says hello. Chappie says, let me pronounce her name wrong again so we may see her.
Now, what was the puppy's name?
The puppy's name is Athena.
Athena.
Athena, yes. I didn't necessarily care for it the first time she said it, and then she did what she does is she gives me a name and then she says a couple really horrible names and I go back to the one that she initially wanted. So she did that one. She did a couple others, and I was like, nope, I'm just going to call her Athena.
Is that Diana's mother?
Yeah, that's the one to talk to just left the building.
The princess of, or the queen of war. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
I'm too old.
I missed a lot.
But I know Wonder Woman, so that's why I was thinking. Wonder Woman's mom.
Athena is the great goddess of wisdom.
Athena is the Greek goddess of wisdom. I wondered why I got yelled at.
What is Wonder Woman's mother's name?
No clue. I don't know what's going on, but I don't know why Dan got deleted. But I think Dan's okay. I don't see anything vulgar or. Why did we time out Dan Slee?
I'm sure he was saying something terrible to the sweet Jess Shrimp Granny about her playing Halo again.
Just be nice. All he said was don't be hogging all the puppies and then play nice with other children. We didn't need to time him out.
Dan just wants another friend to play Halo with. And he knows that Jess is supposed to be amazing.
Hey, Priscilla. So let me ask you real quick. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but while Priscilla is here, what was the eel that you mentioned? Because I think it's the same eel that I was talking about. In the one
Was
of
it
the
the dragon?
yeah, when you mentioned your dream fish, Priscilla. Jess, I hope you're not on some vendetta for something that Dan said somewhere else, because I don't roll over hate. If he screwed up in another stream, it doesn't apply here.
Those two love each other. It's all good. It's totally cool. Trust me.
All right. Oh, Priscilla was trying to post a link. Well, here, Priscilla. Now you can post said link, and I appreciate that. Dan has 1 billion accounts. Well, Dan, if you could take all of those billion accounts, go find the Fish Room Fever YouTube channel and just subscribe with those 1 billion accounts, because I would like to be able to retire, but I'm going to need you to actually watch videos on every single one of those accounts for me, buddy. Oh, there's obviously no worries. We're good. All right. I just want to make sure. I know Jess gets like super mad sometimes about Halo, so I wanted to make sure she wasn't just like raging out over it. Now they're just going to beat up on all of Dan Slee's names. Okay. So unless I get a message from you, Dan Slee, that you're being abused, I'm just going to let them terrorize you with wrenches.
Saturday. I can't go tomorrow. I'm picking up those shelving. And I have to have my nephew to help me move them because he's got the good back.
Julie writes on wall, says, don't roll over hate. I love it. Yeah, I mean, if you did something bad in the previous stream, it doesn't have any effect on my stream. That's the way I see it. But, give him a wrench, then he might. Yeah, Kenny, that's a good idea, but he gets timed out immediately, so I can't really, do much. I'm sure I could probably go after the fact and find him again. There we go. Well, yeah, Jess, I'm not saying that you wouldn't time him out without a really, really, really good reason. I'm just saying that you might quantify a really, really, really good reason in your opinion as something that maybe Halo fans don't. But we love you, Jess. Yes. I'm being lurked at. Jeremy says now he has no choice but to subscribe to be on another account. That's great. Yes, Miss Fever. All right.
I feel bad.
Somebody has come back to say hello because she feels bad because people say that they didn't actually see her. There's Mr. Slee / obviously / my plant addiction. Hello, welcome back. Hi and goodbye. Jess says, I would time Dan out with absolutely no good reason. Well, see, that's the thing, not Nola Jane, is this is not the Jess one. So the H word is, I like playing Halo. So I moderate myself and her channel, but I enjoy Halo. So it's not the H word here.
James is a Halo champion.
Sit down and actually say hi.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to hang out for 5 minutes while I leave?
Okay, if I can talk to Ed.
All right, absolutely. All right, I'm being kicked off of my stream. Y'all have a good night. God bless. Good to see you.
Are you going to go smoke?
If you haven't already, subscribe.
Are you going to smoke?
Yep, totally. Oh, you'll want to put the little earbud in your left ear. You won't be able to hear it.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
Farther away, you don't have to talk right into it.
Okay, well, this is your first time on live.
Yeah.
So, how did you get into fish?
James.
James?
Yeah.
But now, he says that you know a lot more about cichlids than he does.
Yeah. Well, see, when I first met James, he had a ton of tanks. I don't know how many. Anyways, he had a ton of tanks, and I didn't know anything about fish, like, at all. But I really liked his tanks, so, I really liked his tanks. So, he had a yellow tank, and I really, really liked the yellow tank. And then I did like a bunch of research because I'm a nerd and that's what I do. And then I kind of just went to the fish store with him and I was like, okay, I want this and I want that. And he bought them all. And then I found cichlids, and he hated them. He hated the cichlids. So, of course, it made me love them more.
Nice.
Hi, SB.
Well, guys, she has an amazing cichlid tank. In the middle of her cichlid tank is a black skirt tetra. And all those cichlids think that tetra is probably the biggest cichlid in there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it still in there?
Yeah. Actually, every time I add something else to it, the other cichlids will like beat it up away from the tetra.
So the other cichlids protect it? Oh, that's awesome. That's super cool.
Yeah.
And apparently the animals like you more.
No, this is actually his cat. She actually hates me, so this is kind of weird.
Well, she looks like she loves you. I've never seen her this nice to him.
I think she's just more like, what are you doing in my dad's seat? You don't go here.
What other animals do you guys have? Like, you have a rabbit?
We did, but it passed away.
Oh, no.
So we have this kitty, and then I have that kitty. He's a big 23-pound tabby cat. And then I have Bo, who is a white and I don't know, I guess like a marble tabby. And then we have Athena and all the fish and the tree frogs.
Oh. How do the tree frogs live? Do you are they in a cage or
they're in a 10-gallon fish tank with a like a net lid.
That's cool. Do you feed them bugs or?
Yeah, they mainly eat crickets. Come here, Vinny.
I've never had them. I'd love to, but I've never had them.
This is my big 23-pound cat.
Yeah.
He doesn't look that big, but he's a monster. He's like, I didn't sign up for YouTube.
Well, do you have any goals for 2020?
No, not really. Ah! Drop this.
Do you not mind James's tank addiction?
No, because every time he gets new fish, I go get new cichlids.
That's cool. He bought you those angelfish that one time.
Yeah.
Did you like those?
Yeah, it's actually a lot of these guys. Plus, I've added my dusky rose to it since then. He says he doesn't like them, but he sure does buy them a lot for somebody that doesn't like them. All right, Effie.
That's awesome, though, that you guys share a hobby. There's a lot of people, I'm sure, in this chat that wishes they had a mate that was the same way. That's very cool.
Yeah. He kind of, I don't want to say he talked me into it, but I never really would have got into fish if it wasn't for him because, I don't know. Like, I always thought they were boring. And then he was like, you only think they're boring because you don't know what you're doing. If you know what you're doing, they're not boring. They're actually really fun. So I was like, okay, fine. And I did all the research, and I was like, wow, there's a lot more to this than I thought there was. It's more than just taking fish and throwing them in a box. So it worked out pretty well.
Whenever I have relatives or friends that come in from Missouri, I always say, I got to take you to the Tennessee Aquarium. And they're like, oh, come on, an aquarium? And by the end of it, they're like, oh, my God, that was the greatest thing ever.
Right?
And now I have like 5 or 6 different people in St. Louis that want to take me to the St. Louis Aquarium that just opened like 2 weeks ago. And I think I'm going to go and not tell any of them that I went with someone else and just get to go like 5 or 6 times.
There you go.
And hopefully it's a good aquarium.
You have a cichlid that is one of my dream fish. What is that? What is Raycon's question?
Oh, I don't know.
Can I shut up about the fish?
I think he was saying that his girlfriend tolerates them and finally shut up about them. So, I don't know. I feel sorry for the guys that have to get rid of tanks for a girl. That's probably why I'm single.
As long as he doesn't keep trying to expand into the kids' rooms, I'm okay with it.
I draw the line. If a girl says you got too many tanks, it's like, well, it's nice knowing you.
Right. Yeah, just give her cichlids. Let her fall in love.
Yeah. Or, I did give one girl a beta and she loved it. I wrote her a little book about how to take care of him and everything. And it was like a real cute little thing.
Right?
That was a Valentine's gift. I'm so romantic. That's pathetic. That's why I'm single.
I swear to God, he's taking as long as he possibly can for this cigarette on purpose.
Oh, you're doing great.
Oh, I don't think you realize like how hot my face feels.
Oh, you're doing wonderful. So does James cook?
No, when he wants to.
Is he any
When
good?
I'm like,
Is it just like hot dogs and soup?
no, he actually cooks better than I do, which isn't saying much because I'm the person that can burn water. What do you mean you've been done? Get your butt in here then.
Well, my whole life, my mom has burnt everything. And whenever it was my dad's like chance to cook, it was like a frozen pizza or soup from a can or, I don't know, or hot dogs. And
You want to switch?
now that they're older and everything, and she's not feeling good, she'll make wonderful meals. I'm really impressed.
Oh, well,
You
when
know,
he cooks really, really well. He just chooses not to.
I work 6 days a week.
He looks like the type of guy that could barbecue good.
Wait, what?
He looks like a barbecuer.
Yeah, definitely. VA-Ha. Yeah. My VA-Ha is a punk, though, and all he does is stay in a cave 24/7. He's not all they're cracked up to be. He's pretty, and if I go and sit in the room with nobody else in there, I can say his name, which is Frank. And I'll just be like, hey, Frank. And he'll come out and play with me and follow me around the tank. But the second he sees anyone else in there, he's like, nope, gotta go. Excuse me. But he's back. So I'm going to let him take back over. But thank you all. Sorry. I just kind of felt bad because I was like, I promised I would say hi. And then I just kind of waved and ran.
Hey, you did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
Great job. And yes, Bob, Saturday would be great. I feel bad because
I don't know what was going on. I walked in the other room and I found this phone that had Miss Fever's voice coming out of it, and she was gone. So
James works a lot on Saturdays, so maybe next time we'll try to do it during the week. But I can't do it on Friday this week. Sorry, James.
hey, that's no problem. No problem. There we go.
Rob, is there anything special we're looking for?
What's that?
I was
you're
wondering.
talking about. Gotcha.
Yeah. But okay, let's get back to the show.
Back to the show. Wait, there's a show here? I thought we just read the chat. Oh, I didn't prepare a show. I'm going to have to pull a blackie and grab a beer and take my shirt off, and I can't play guitar, so that's not going to work. Never mind. All right, show. So for 2020 goals, fish related, I guess my biggest thing fish related is to get my 220 gallon moved into the house and set up so that I can get the piranha over to it. Um, I'm really hoping to be able to spawn these snowball plecos that I have a colony of. I'm hoping that'll happen this year. Um, those are like my big goals for the year. I mean, continue breeding the stuff I'm breeding and demonetized. Oh, I guess it's a good thing I wasn't monetized to begin with. So, no, 220. My 220, not 420. 220 gallons. Sorry, go ahead.
We should talk about for 420. Now you got me doing it. For 2020, is we ought to try to come up with a schedule of events.
Yeah.
And let everybody know. We are currently trying to plan a dinner or something with a bunch of YouTubers that are from the Tennessee area. And we have no set time, but we're definitely all thinking about it. Aquashella has been pushed back, and that's kind of messing up a lot of things. I was planning on being in that part of the country at the time when it originally was. So now I'm thinking maybe we try to do Chicago instead. I don't know what you think about that, James, but I want to try to get the date of the big fish deal. I was bummed out when I heard that the big fish deal just one day this year.
Right.
So I want to try to do that for the one day that goes on. And the OCC, or it's the Ohio Cichlid Convention, I think, the OCC.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to do that. That's like a super awesome time. And
Absolutely. Well, and I hear, my mind, you've known this since you very first met me back when I was with 80 subscribers going, hey, I'm going to make this happen. My mind is always plotting and planning and trying to come up with things. So like when John was cool enough to pop into Aquamate's stream and hang out, I was like, hey, we're having a meetup out here, Rack and everybody. And so he didn't say no. He didn't say yes, but he just was like, 7 hours. That's not bad. I drive for a living. And apparently he's supposed to go to Racks at some point or potentially. So it would be kind of cool if we could, schedule it around a time where John from KG would be in the area. That would be pretty neat for the Tennessee meetup.
Yeah, I thought about that too.
But convention-wise, my hope and my goal is to hit both Aquashellas because, you have people like the Zen Ginger that are out there in Texas, even though like the majority of people are all going to Chicago. Zen won't be in Chicago. She'll be at Texas. So I would like to get out there, and it might even be almost better in a way that there won't be so many YouTube people out there just because we'll get to spend a little bit more time with each other one-on-one. There's Zen's got the link for the Ohio Cichlid Association. Blew my teeth in next time.
Oh, nice. The OCA. That's it. Nice job. Zen is awesome. Yeah, we got to. That's one thing is we got to go to Texas to buy Zen and her husband. I don't know, a steak or barbecue or something awesome that they cook in Texas.
Brad, the question would be if Miss Fever sent that. Miss Fever is in charge of all sticker duties. She's the one that has the pretty handwriting that fills out the envelopes and sends off the stickers. So she would know if that sticker went out or not, but I believe that she sent those or sent yours with those. Priscilla says she's definitely going to Texas. And Chris Multi-Tank Addiction would like to go to Dallas too. So that's my goal. It's going to be interesting. Like Recon says, I'd go to Texas in a minute, but my bank account is cussing me already. I haven't taken an actual vacation in 3, maybe 4 years. And I do get vacation at work. I get paid vacation, a couple weeks of it. So my plan is to actually use some of that this year to actually take vacation. It's just going to be a matter of where I can spread it out and what I'm going to. And another thing is going to be transportation. My car is not road friendly in all states. It's extremely loud and the exhaust is not necessarily legal everywhere. So that poses a problem driving like from here to Texas. I'd probably get about 5 tickets just for how loud my car is. So That's one thing I'll have to look into as it gets closer.
I could probably drive that though.
Yeah, well, and that's what I wanted to get with you at some point.
I'm on your way. So, like, if you could drive to my house, I'm an hour from you, and then we drive down, that'd be cool. The only thing I know, really, I used to be in the Missouri, the St. Louis Fish Club, and we have a pretty good trade show once or twice a year. And I know Lucas Brett goes to that and sells stuff. We'll try to find out what James has got a website, and we need to fill out this calendar. Is there a calendar on there that we can put events on?
I can add a calendar.
What we'll do is we'll put a calendar of events on there. I say we will. He has to. But and what we'll do is we'll try to highlight the stuff that James and I are going to try to do and try to meet up with as many people and have fun.
All right. So somebody said, it was, I think Zen, but said that both of the dates are posted now. Okay, so Chicago is September 28th and 29th. I don't know how that's going to work with Pam's camping trip. That's the only problem there, because I know she was talking about like the third week in September for the camping trip. So if it's, I don't know that I would be able to go to two things 2 weeks in a row. As much as I would love to go on the camping trip, that may be something that if I have to choose between Aquashella, Chicago, and the camping trip, I may have to do Chicago. But I don't think she's formally set a date.
Oh, I think she did.
Did she? Okay.
She did last night. I think it was going to be the same time as last year.
Gotcha. Yeah, see, and I missed yesterday's stream.
And Candy may not be here. Doggone it. Well.
Okay, there we go. Candy's on it. Camping is the 11th through the 14th.
Okay. Whew.
Yeah, that's.
I'm gonna have to figure that out.
Yeah, I think that would be so cool to do the camping thing, but I'd almost time-wise that would be tricky, because if I do Dallas, I'm going to use at least 4 days of vacation. Maybe I could get away with using 3. The biggest thing would probably at that point be the money, trying to go, because I'd probably 11th through the 14th. I'd fly out for the camping trip and then hopefully drive or meet somebody that's driving up to Chicago and ride up there. I don't know. We'll figure that out, but that's just some things to think about in the Fish Fam. There are a lot of events, like you said. So, you know, between Pam's meetup out west, our Tennessee meetup here in the east, both of the Aquashellas, I'm almost kind of glad that there isn't an aquatic experience, because that would be a bit much trying to get to everything.
Yeah, I was originally kind of ruling out Chicago just because I used to go to Chicago all the time. And I've only been to Dallas once or twice. Even though the last time I was there, I was robbed.
Candy, when I clicked on buy tickets on the buy tickets site, on the buy tickets page of the site, it's showing the White Eagle Events and Convention Center, 6839 North Milwaukee Avenue, Niles, Illinois, September 20. Nope, that's last year. My bad. I just looked up and saw the 28th and 29th. So maybe they haven't said it yet. Somebody did say, though, in the chat that they had said it. Maybe they looked and saw the same thing and didn't read the year. Somebody said that it had been set.
We also have the Big Bus. Have you ever heard of that? The Mega Bus? It's a Mega Bus or the Big Bus. It's a double-decker bus. And it's like goes between St. Louis, Indy, Dallas, Houston, Nashville, Memphis, Chattanooga. I don't know if it goes as far as Knoxville, but they even have internet on the bus. And it's nice. It's mega cheap, and it's supposed to be nice. We could try that and see if Thomas is there.
Yeah. Check that Burger King. Zen, if you happen to, I went back and looked, if you have a page that does have the dates for 2020, let me know. But you know, that is 2019 looking at the year now. I just clicked on the link and followed around. Close that. But yeah, either way, it's still going to be close if they go about the same time. I don't foresee them pushing it further back into the year because then you really start getting into the holiday season with Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas. There it is. I was looking for it, Priscilla, but no, I didn't see it pop up. Let me show you this eel. This is what Priscilla was talking about. And Miss Fever has shown me one of these before, and they are absolutely gorgeous. So, yeah. Only $1,600. Okay. Let me click off of there real quick before I get in trouble for showing their page too much. Yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous eel. Thank you, Priscilla, again for that. So that would be my saltwater dreamfish. No, you're not an idiot, Zen Ginger. See, I literally just followed the link that you sent me. I was like, oh, okay. And I looked at the 2 days, didn't even look at the year until after the fact. Chappie says they're $1,600. I'll take 20. Well, Chappie, you must be rolling in the dough over there.
Those things were huge about 10 years ago in St. Louis.
Oh, wow.
Every pet store had them, and you could even find them on like Craigslist because people would get them and they didn't know what they were getting into. It's like a fad, that particular guy. And then we had this huge blackout, and all saltwater pretty much just died.
Oh, man.
It was in the middle of summer. Yeah, it was in the middle of summer. We lost like power for 2 weeks. Pretty rough for a big city.
Let's see. Oh, Miss Fever's going to try and use the chat against me. The force is strong with this one. Shy Gal Miss Fever says, hey, FRF, do I get a new cichlid or two for my hard work and dedication? Oh, I mean, you would, except for I'm not meeting up with Ed and Bob tomorrow at the pet store, so sorry. Zen says she's authorizing it as my assistant. So, yeah, I knew that was coming. Melvin Stormriders Aquatics, I think I said hello, but if I did not, hello, my friend, and welcome. I hope things are going well with you and your lovely lady friend.
I just had a thought. Bob's probably going to buy that other Piava tank.
I figured. I kind of figured that would not be there too long.
Yeah, I know. Well, I gave you a hard time saying, well, I don't want that one since you didn't like the wood.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, the wood in the other one was fine. I just really liked. I haven't actually put it in yet. I was going to do that earlier, and I just laid on the couch and stared at my phone and Chappie streamed for 2 hours. But I really liked the wood that was in this particular tank, so that's what I went with. I need to get that set up and shot so I can release that one.
Yeah, I'm going to do that too for my fish room, and maybe I'll put rack sticker on that or something.
Yes. Bob has a Harlequin tusk, does he not?
Bob has pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Bob is all.
I'm almost positive that I was looking at pictures of.
Is that the Indian one or the Australian one?
I don't know. That Priscilla did not specify.
He's got the Indian one.
Oh, remember we looked at both because the one in the fish store was not the one he had. So we looked at the one in the fish store and he showed me the one on his phone.
I thought his was the one that wouldn't speak English. Even though I guess they speak English in India.
I am trying to catch up. I'm not sure who was robbed and who's being asked about a gaming channel.
Bob does not have any saltwater eels. I know that. Because somebody in a stream yesterday asked Bob what eels he had, and he said he had 4 eels, too big, too small. Oh, I think it was in Aliens stream.
Oh, okay. Candy, Zen, and Jeremy are having it out, apparently. Oh, we love all of you. It's all good. It's all okay. I did the same thing as in I looked at the date, didn't read the year, and just was like, oh, hey. Oh, Chappie's saying, Ed, did you say you were robbed in Texas?
I was. It was actually Arlington. I went to Cancun about 15 years ago, and my layover was in Dallas, and they were having a Comic-Con there. I'm a huge nerd, and when I saw that my layover was the same time as the comic book show, I decided I'm going to stay an extra day in Dallas. And I bought a lightsaber. And the guy was out of the cardboard boxes for me to take it on the plane. So I met back with the guy like at 6:30. And when I went back to my room, the maid had stolen or robbed every single hotel room in the upstairs
Wow.
I was in a real nice hotel and we sued them, and I'm not allowed to say who it was because I got my money and stuff back.
Yeah.
But I would say connected to the convention center, so it was a real nice one. And Lou Ferrigno was next door to me. That was pretty cool. But
that's awesome.
Never got to talk to him. They didn't rob him. They must have liked him.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
I met Lou Ferrigno, but I didn't meet him that time. But they kept saying, why would our maids rob all of you guys and not Lou Ferrigno? That was their whole case. And
probably because he's a much higher profile than you. But anyway, I digress. No, I do not have a gaming channel. Yes, I did mention Halo. If I had a gaming channel, it would be playing Call of Duty Zombies, or possibly Battlefield, since I used to run a server on Battlefield. But I don't have time for that. If I was doing that, you wouldn't see me because I literally have done 26 hours straight in one match of Call of Duty Zombies on Origins, for those of you that have played that. Super high level games. And you wouldn't see me. You'd be like, where's Fish Room Fever? And Shy would go in the chat and be like, oh, he's been on Zombies for the past 37 hours. So no, I do not have a gaming channel. Chat said, you can tell us, we won't say anything.
I do want to tell one more part of that story. Absolutely. It's kind of funny. I was coming back from Mexico, and you're only allowed like so many ounces of liquor. But I bought everybody I think it's called Mesa, the really good tequila, and it was like way too much. And I fit it all in my like used clothes bag. And when I was going through customs, they said, go up, take a right, and go through customs. And I went up and I took a left instead of a right. And I was in the parking lot. And so I went and then the door was locked behind me. So I went all the way back in. I went to customs and said, I didn't go through customs. They were like, who cares? So I get back. And when I saw that my bags were gone, I was like, oh my God, customs got me. But what was funny is they didn't take like the duffel bag filled with dirty laundry. They had all the bottles. So my friend still got the liquor. You know what? I take that back. I actually kept the liquor. I told everybody I was robbed since that was all I had left.
That's crazy.
Oh, I'm terrible.
So Jay Jr. has joined us. Hello and welcome. I appreciate you coming in tonight. But yeah, as much as I love gaming, in case you all haven't noticed by the 40 plus aquariums and how much time I spend on here, I have a very highly addictive personality. Part of the reason I would refuse to do drugs even if they were legal, I have a very highly addictive personality. So I try and use that in constructive ways as best as I can. But that's why my Second Amendment collection is as big as my tank collection. I get into something, I go all the way there. I don't halfway it. Priscilla, I saw somewhere you said you were optimizing your channel yesterday, and it only took an hour and one brain fart. So I hope that worked out well for you.
Now, is Priscilla in Denver or Colorado somewhere?
Priscilla's somewhere they get snow. So I remember seeing snow like one of the times she was driving. I'm almost positive when she was in Mark's stream.
I always assumed that she was in Denver, and I don't know why. But then earlier she said something about, is there anything in Missouri? And then I wanted to say, jeepers, you're not in Missouri, are you? But of course, then it was gone, and I forgot.
So Jay's crazy obsession says, I like these guys. I feel welcome. You are welcome. We're glad to have you here. This is, I don't want to say a less appropriate because it's not really less appropriate, but I don't even want to say that we're more friendly than the others. We just kind of, we try and do as much interaction as possible and kind of go with the crowd while still maintaining some sort of semblance of control. So let's see. Oh, I don't
I
even
was right.
I
Colorado.
don't even think we want to go back to the 2020 goals at this point. We took a wrong turn at Albuquerque there. Precious has joined us. Hello, Precious. I appreciate
Awesome.
you coming by. Did you happen to get that package yet? I'm curious as to the quality if you have. Precious purchased something. She was the first one to purchase one of said somethings. And yeah, I want to make sure my bell was still on in case she had made a video. I do have your bell on. Let me get back to my chat here. I don't ignore you in real life. I just pretend to listen while nodding my head. There's a difference. I know you're talking. Colorado. Priscilla's in Colorado. And then she said where a little bit down below it. Let me catch back up.
Oh, sorry. She doesn't have to
Wait,
tell us.
who am I ignoring? I don't want to be ignoring anybody. Well,
You know,
go ahead.
Griffin. I call you Griff because I shorten everybody's name. But you are a lucky man to have a good woman that lets you do all your fish love.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes, I wish I could find a woman that would support my fish habits. And I'm gonna shut up before you see something flying through the doorway and hitting me in the head.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not in the same room.
Yeah, I know. Fortunately, I know she's got a hallway full of fish tanks to come through. I'll know she's coming. Priscilla said, I live in Fort Collins, work in Boulder, and Denver is somewhere close. So there you go.
I used to have a great aunt and uncle that lived in Boulder. And well, I have a kind of a crappy cousin that lives in Denver.
Chappie had a good idea. Chappie said for Miss Fever to get a fish mask so I wouldn't ignore her. Okay, Precious has not received it yet. So Junior wants to know if anybody, in chat anywhere near Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. All right, now Jay Junior, don't be turning this into the old school ASL hookup thing. We're not doing. No, I'm just kidding, buddy. I'm just kidding. I don't know if we have anybody in Philadelphia. I feel like I've seen somebody, but there's so many big streams with people that it's hard to keep track a lot of times.
Yeah, there's a whole mess of good people that live in Philadelphia too that are huge fish people. You know, the first one that comes to mind is Doug Gray. His guppies are amazing.
Okay. Vince had a question, said, how late does the Nocturnal, aka Insomniac channel go? I'm somewhat the king of Insomniac, but just asking. We decided to narrow it down to a 2-hour stream officially. The first one we did was 6 hours, and several people were hating life / calling in sick to work. So we didn't want to interfere with people's lives that badly. That being said, depending upon the day and how everybody feels, we have been known to end this official stream and start another stream up immediately after it as a more laid back. Part of the reason for that is if we set it at 2 hours, people know at the end of 2 hours, it's done. They can kind of sneak off into the night if they're done for the night, because a lot of times people will stay and feel obligated to hang around until the end, and we don't want to negatively impact people that way. And two, that gives the option for businesses to be able to play this video in their business and it not be like a 4-hour stream that goes sideways. You know, not every episode, but you know, some of my videos are set to be played in one of the local fish stores. So I would like for some of these streams, once we get them a little bit better formatted and informational, to be able to go into there. So we kind of separate the Thursday chit chat if and when we do that. So the standard is 2 hours, short answer.
Griffin, this probably sounds terrible. I don't know if you're my friend in Facebook, but if you are, send me a text or whatever those talk things are in Facebook. And this is how bad I am with Facebook. But send me one of those things. I'm Chattanooga Ed on Facebook. It's my cat's face. So, and then we'll hook up and I'll give you as much guppy grass as you can hold.
Yeah, just beware if the cat's face pops up on Messenger asking you for money, it's not actually Ed.
Oh, I was hijacked once, or somebody like made a copy clone of my Facebook page, and that freaked me out. I mean,
Yeah, and that was not long after I met you, and it popped up, and the person's like, "Hey," and I'm like, "You're not Ed." So I messaged you and was like, "Dude, somebody's pretending to be you on Facebook." Yeah, but that was a while ago, and it hasn't happened again. I just thought it was funny that soon after meeting you, there's a copycat Ed. No pun intended with the copycat.
I'm not made of money, but I will never ask for it. So if my Facebook asks you for money, don't give it to it. Never give your social security number to anyone.
Yeah.
Ever.
Looks like we've got a battle for the Insomniac King. Priscilla says that she thinks she's like 3,500, I'm assuming, hours away or something like that. Pam was monetized before she tried to optimize her channel. Yeah, well, Pam tried to change her email address at the wrong time of the early morning hours. There's Cichlids Aquarium Keeper with the message retracted again. I keep missing that. Eventually, I'll be caught up and I'll get a sneak peek at what it is. Chappie said might do some creepy stories. Yeah, Chappie's a wonderful stream that's, again, off and on early hours of the morning after all the fish tubers have called it a day /night/evening/morning. And it's just a cool place to hang out. I like throwing on his creepy stories when I go to bed.
Anybody who wants to meet me in person, I would be happy to give them guppy grass.
Ed has a lot of guppy grass, and let me tell you, it is awesome. I think I could probably fill a 55-gallon tank at this point from the guppy grass you gave me.
I was literally thinking about getting rid of half of it by throwing it in the garden. And that just makes me sick doing that.
Well, don't do that. If you're going to do that, I'll fill a 125-gallon tank with it if you're just going to throw it in the garden.
Well, I mean, I'll bring you up a bag on Saturday.
If you want, that'll work. And I'll get with you later. I may try and see if I can work my schedule to at least meet up with you all in the back half of the day. I know sometimes y'all are around for a long time, and sometimes it's kind of like an in and out when you come up here. No jokes with the in and out. Somebody's going to get to that one. Hello, Sharpies, Models, and Aquatics. And it's probably going to be Sharpies.
Brad, I would love to send you some, but as soon as I start sending you all guppy grass across the country, I will have no more money.
Yeah, right.
So I'm kind of a meet and greet guppy grass guy. But I got my guppy grass from Haley, from Oddball Aquatics. So...
Hey, Griffin. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead. I thought you were done.
No, she gave it to me, so I'm just, keep giving it to others.
Pretty soon, the whole fish fam is going to be running off with the same little sprout of guppy grass.
Yeah.
I guess Griffin's going to be out this way Sunday.
That's what he said.
Yeah, if you guys do a meetup type thing, let me know. I may try and make it. I mean, obviously, if I'm invited, of course, that goes without saying. I do have to work, but I might be able to work something out.
Well, I don't know what Griffin, if he's just driving through Chattanooga or what he's doing, but I figured maybe I could just even meet him at a pet store parking lot or something. I don't know, wherever he wants, and I could give him some guppy grass.
Bear with me. I'm pulling this stuff up here.
Chappie, on 420, I'll hook you up with a lot of guppy grass.
Yeah, we need to get Chappie into a fish tank. And here's what I told him. Chappie said, I would forget to feed it. I said, not possible. The fish fam is in your streams every single day. We will remind you to feed it. So I think Chappie needs a fish tank for 2020.
Yep. Chappie, you're going to have to give me your address or something, and I'll come up with something for you. So you can put it in the background, and it can be scary.
Priscilla has candy, so I'm definitely going to meet Priscilla in person. See,
Oh my gosh. How many of you guys were in Lucas Brett's stream on, I think it was Friday? His wife was talking about how she has this giant chocolate making machine. And I tell you, he has got to make chocolate fish and sell them at different shows and conventions. And he would make money, seriously. I know he would.
Gotcha. For clarity for Vince, officially, officially this stream will be going for another 35 minutes. We are on Eastern Standard Time. And if you pull up the fishroomfever.com website and look at the stream calendar / times on there, everything there is Eastern Standard Time. Just because that's the time zone I'm in, and it was the easiest way to do it was keep everybody in one time zone versus putting them based on the time zone they stream in, and then having everybody trying to figure out how to convert it over. Chappy with the bags of grass and money. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. We hadn't gotten to the point of deciding if we were going to create an after stream. I think Ed's got stuff to do tomorrow, but we'll burn that bridge when we get to it, as I like to say. And if nothing else, we got Chappy. And I'm sure Chappy needs watch hours. Okay. Yeah, people are wanting to know what kind of candy Priscilla has. Miss Griffin Fishroom says both of us will. So yeah, I mean, I think that would be awesome. If you all are trying to meet up with some people Sunday when you're in town, Griffin, I know you've got my Facebook Messenger. Let me know as ahead of time as you possibly can what time you might be wanting to and whereabouts. I don't know if you're going to be in the Knoxville area or if you're just going to be in the Chattanooga area. But like Ed was saying, I am always open to meet up with Fish Fam. Sharpies is not awake enough for rude stuff. Maybe been awake 5 minutes.
Normally, I don't do anything on Sunday. So when you said you're coming through on Sunday, I kind of cringed inside because that's the day that I spend with my dad watching football. But the Chiefs got the bye week, and my dad's been kind of under the weather, so I don't know. He may not want to watch football this weekend.
And yeah, Julie has actually got the idea. If you want guppy grass from Ed, you need to send a self-addressed stamped envelope full of water to Ed's P.O. box. I like that, Julie. That's a good one. Oh, stickers. For those of you that aren't aware, which I think most everybody in here has gotten stickers. I'm trying to find one. I've got my carry stickers with me. You don't have to send a self-addressed stamped envelope. My dentures are going to fight me the rest of the night. But if you want stickers, send me an email, and I will send you a couple out. Free of charge. Free.
Those are awesome stickers.
Just for thank you. Yes. The only worry I have is a couple people have put them on their vehicles, which I think is fantastic, but that was not the design intent for these. So like the one that has been on the back of my phone is kind of worn out. So if you put them on your vehicles, they may not last long. They're not vinyl. They're not weatherproofed. It was going to be an ungodly amount of money more to do that. So I opted for 1,000 quality stickers that would not go out in the rain versus, yes, sir.
If you had a sticker or a back like this, you can put any sticker on it.
You can.
That's why I always go clear.
I'll tell you why I don't do that. The only reason there's not a sticker on the back of my phone is because this phone goes underwater too much for video. But yeah, I had thought about doing that because I have some other cases, and then I was like, wait a minute. I put this thing in the water to do underwater shots. That's not going to work. But no, that is a very brilliant idea, Ed, because most people are not sticking their phone in their fish tanks.
I've always gone with clear ones because this is the one time I don't have anything on the back. But I normally, it's great for concert tickets or whatever tickets because it's got your phone.
Oh.
But I just bought Chappie's phone case cover from his
nice
Teespring, and so I'm going to actually go away from this for a little bit.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. Since you're coming up, if you will remind Bob that I would love to get some stickers from him, because I know he's got stickers, and I still haven't gotten a Kaler's Aquatic sticker. And if he would like, I would be happy to drop one in each of the envelopes that I'm sending out with the Fish Room Fever stickers if he wants to send some for that purpose. If not, absolutely fine. But I figured I would offer since I'm sending out stickers anyways.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to get one of his stickers too. My 2 friends, I don't have their stickers. It's terrible.
Sharpie Geese Models and Aquatics says Flex 15 gallon is an awesome tank. I have 2. Priscilla says I'm Swiss, so I got the good stuffs. Jay Jr. said I have gas and a match. Where's the bridge? Well, and I'll tell you, here's why I say that. I understand that is not the quote unquote correct saying. When I say I'll burn that bridge when I get to it, my philosophy behind that is if I'm coming to a bridge that's pre-built, that means somebody else has built and engineered it, and I may not trust them, so I'm going to burn it and I'm going to build my own that I know is going to work for me. That's why I say that. I understand it's not the correct saying. Recon is back. Dog had an upset or has upset stomach. Not happy times around here. I am sorry to hear that. I hope the dog gets to feeling better and that the floor is okay. Jeremy got some snails in an envelope. Sharpie says, if I ever make it to the States, it's going to be a long tour visiting all my fishy and model friends. Yeah, absolutely. If you were ever in the vicinity, by all means, let me know. I think it's awesome meeting people. Yeah, Recon, that's exactly it. I sent 2 out to everybody, except like Rack, because I knew that he wanted to throw them in with his stickers and send them out, because a lot of people wanted to put them on vehicles. And I'm like, well, if I send one and you put it on a vehicle, it's going to get ruined fairly quickly, more than likely, if it rains. So let me send 2 to everybody just to kind of cover the bases here. Plus, I mean, they were cheap. It was like $55 with shipping and everything for 1,000 stickers. So, you know. Vince said, first time here, so thank you for clarification. I appreciate that very much, and sorry to burden. Great broadcast, fellas. See you next time. Vince, no burden at all. I appreciate you hanging out with us, and I'm glad that you found your way over here. That means a lot to us. I'm glad you had a good time, and I do hope that you have a wonderful night, my friend. Probably already gone because I'm behind on chat, but trying to get there. The piranha are upset at something. I don't know what. Oh, hey, that's right. I forgot I still had Chappie's comment up there from earlier, so let me do this. There we go. Now we have our names again. I forgot I highlighted one comment this whole time, and of course, when I do that, it takes away our names. So people don't know who we are if they're not familiar with us. I'm generally much better about that. Okay, Vince is still here. I thought you were headed out and off. But no, you're not a burden at all. Questions are always appreciated. If nothing else, it gives us additional content, right? Let's see here.
I'm going to try to be petty, and I've already asked James how he has his logo right there. I'm going to try to get him to put my logo like, I can't do it. It's so hard. Everything's backwards. Right here, below me. I think that'd be super cool.
Yeah, what I need somebody that is better with imagery and creating things than I am, because I can actually add like a background to this as long as part of it is transparent or whatever, so we still show up. So if somebody could design one with both of our logos, I could throw it on there. Like case in point.
I love your background, though. It's really neat. I like the Dragon Rock and the plane.
I like the overlay. So if somebody were to, excuse me, somebody knew how to do that and wanted to, they could create an overlay and I could add it in. This is the StreamYard one, which I'm not going to have, but like, you know, it could be done however, as long as it's transparent where it shows through. So I'm going to have to poke around or try my hand at it. But right now I'm still trying to redigitize the Fish Room Fever logo so that I can get some quality hats made. Let's hide that. There we go. We'll go back here, pull the chat back out.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get James to 1,000 subscribers, so that way I can like go in there on his shoestring, or what's it called, your shirt tails, and say that I'm part of Fish Room Fever. I'll show him some pictures.
Well, and I mean, we're getting there. I think I've got about 2,200 hours to go, 2,300 hours to go. And that's really what's going to take the longest. At the current trend, the subscribers will come before the watch time, which is surprising because I figured when I first started streaming as much as I did, I'd have, like pay them 7,000 hours of watch time and be trying to hit the subscribers.
How many hours of watch time do you have?
I have got, let's take a look. If you see anything in the chat you want to address while I'm pulling this up, feel free to do so.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Jeffy says, who wants some Chattanooga fever? That's probably the Chattanooga theme. I live in a town that's like really big into vacations, and, tourist town. So they probably would say things like that.
Okay, so I currently have, according to, well, here, I can share this with you all. Again, full transparency. I don't mind a bit. If you ever want to know what you have, this is like the Uber super official count of what you have versus all the stats and analytics. If you go to the monetization option in your studio. So I officially have 726 subscribers, 1,648 public watch hours.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, so leave it be 2,352 watch hours left if I'm not too far asleep to do math. So we're getting there.
Well, does Aqua Shella, they just care about the number count, the subscription?
And I'll be honest, I hadn't brought it up, but that was a big part of why I'm trying to get these numbers. That way, when I go to these events, they're not like, oh, you go over there. You're too small, Not that I think that's right anyways, but I want to meet the qualification of being quote-unquote monetized so I can count. And we're going to have to start a movement. All fish tubers matter.
I think I have like 2 hours from everything except for my Corey stream, and then I've got like 58 hours from the Corey stream.
Right?
Or the Murphy one.
Yeah, dude, that was awesome. That was awesome.
It beats everything. If you look at the analytics or, the little graphs and stuff, the day that I put out that Murphy one, it went, oh, it's so funny.
Yeah, Jay's Crazy Obsession, which I keep wanting to call you Crazy Jay. But Jay's Crazy Obsession was another new person here tonight. I appreciate you coming in and hanging out. Well, thank you. I will read that because I don't want to skip your comment, even though it seems like I'm just flattering myself. Jay's Crazy Obsession says, I like James. He seems genuine. I certainly try. Full transparency. And I try and call it like it is, whether you want to hear it or not, without being too rude about it. We can still be civil. JH is still lurking in here. I could make something. I don't know if you're referencing the template doodle. That's the technical term for those of you that weren't aware. In StreamYards, that's a template doodle. Just kidding. I think that was around the time frame we were discussing that. Did it?
Joseph said that?
What's that?
Did Joseph say that?
Yeah, that was Joseph, JH Aquatics.
Joseph, if you do that, I will send some guppy grass to Amber.
There you go. Amber, if Amber heard that, she's going to make him do it now.
But she's friends with Haley, so she's already been around the guppy grass.
All right, I want to pull something up real quick. We've got 21 minutes left in the official stream. And let me do this real quick. Pull this up here. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you all know, I recommend everybody look after everybody. Let me fix this so I actually have the proper chat in front of me. So let me find Ed again. There's Ed, and there's my chat. All right, I'm back, kind of. How do we get so much watch time from streaming? That is exactly how we get the watch time, is from streaming. I mean, I could go into that here in a minute if you all want me to after I do this real quick. Do we know is oh goodness, I've gotten so lost now.
If you got 50 people watching you while you stream for 2 hours, you just made 200 hours of streaming time.
Yeah, well, and the thing is, it doesn't. That's how it works, but it doesn't because a lot of people don't actually watch the whole time. So you may have like 300 views, but like even on a 2-hour stream, my average watch time may only be like 30 minutes between people that hop in and out, which is fine. But
it's great.
But yeah, streaming is definitely how to get it. Okay, so we do have a new member in here tonight. I say member like I have memberships. But we have a new person to the channel, and as all of my regulars know, I try and spread love everywhere we go. So if we could all go and check out Jay's Crazy Obsession. Jay's Crazy Obsession. I'm going to start gluing my teeth in before I do these streams. I swear I will. I've not watched any of your videos yet, my friend, because I just found you, but I most definitely will.
They look awesome.
I've subscribed, so that puts Jay's Crazy Obsession at 51. And I can already see that Jay also uses the terracotta watering spikes that I love so much for my plecos. Absolutely awesome. So let's get this link here. If Zen Ginger hasn't beat me to it, which knowing Zen, she's amazing. She probably already has. Come on, give me the actual link. Just trying to give me a StreamYard cut-through link. Two Z's. Ed, if Zen pops this up before I get it in, please let me know. I already looked dumb enough trying to get it typed in real quick, looking up at the screen.
Okay, even though I just went to his page.
There we go. All right, now I'm getting the actual link. Copy. Paste. Probably already got it, but I'll paste it again anyway. The link that you all saw about a minute ago, probably given the lag with YouTube, is for Jay's Crazy Obsession. Already up to 57 subscribers by the time I refresh the page. That's awesome. I appreciate you all showing love and helping support the Fish fam. I see there was a question that I missed that was deleted at some point. Yes, James is Fish Room Fever. I try, and that's one of my basic tips I give for anybody streaming. And I'm not calling out anybody that doesn't do it, but if you are going to stream, I highly recommend that you know, it's cool to address people as, you know, whatever their name is. But as a streamer, I would recommend that you also address people by their handle or their channel name or username or whatever you want to call it. Because when you do have new people in, like when Precious came into our community, she was like, I don't know who anybody is. You all use your real names. So that helps people know, you know, if I say, see, John, you know, they're like, who's John? If I say Sharpie's Models and Aquatics, they know that's Sharpie's Models and Aquatics. Let me get back down to the bottom here. Oh, yeah, I figured. Oh, Candy is putting in work. Candy, you're not allowed to work in here. I think that's Candy's punishment for me being mean to her earlier. Is now she's working in the stream. But I appreciate that very much, Candy.
Hey, Jay, where are you from? That's my... Whenever I play in an MMO or any type of game, the first thing I ask when I meet somebody, where are you from? Just, it's always fascinating to me. And then if I'm working with you, my my go-to is when we couldn't think of anything else to talk about, I'd say, so you broke any bones? And you can always get a good story about a broken bone.
So the question that was deleted, Jay's, I'm just going to call you Jay's or Jay or JC. if that's all right with you. Something besides Jay's crazy obsessions, because obsessions and my dentures don't go well together apparently. Says, so what's the likelihood of another stream? I mean, it's definitely up for debate. We could definitely talk. We could talk to Chappie, see if Chappie's going to do a stream after this. Priscilla doesn't want to stream that long, though, and would just offend everyone. I'm going to try and get caught up real quick. I thought it was so funny. For those of you that were in the KG Tropical stream, I was listening while I was driving home. Because Lisa had mentioned that the other day to me. She's like, I always think for real when I see your name scrolling through the chat. And I never realized that she even noticed being there, the FRF, when everybody says hi to me. But she said, I always think for real when I see people saying hi to you. And so when John earlier said fish room fever, Lisa's like, for real? And John's like, yeah, for real. And she's like, no, that's his nickname. And he's like, whatever, woman. I got a kick out of that. That made me giggle a little bit. JH apparently is going to bed. Thank you, my friend. Congrats on getting the video uploaded. I look forward to watching it.
Thanks for being here.
Miss Fever is poking at a FRF Ed / Chappie stream. Like I said, I know Ed has things to do tomorrow, and we don't want to negatively impact his day, because Ed is a nice guy, and he's the kind of person that will hang around for 5 hours just because people want him to hang around. I haven't done that.
I'll hang around tonight because it's not I'm just going to literally Home Depot and picking up 6 big boxes and then bringing them home. So I can hang out today. I don't think our stream should go longer than 2 hours for just a regular person. And I do need to stand up occasionally because my tailbone, I'm sitting on a special cushion right now, but that's one of my big goals for 2020 is to have my tailbone operated on so I can sit like a normal person again. James was asking me if I wanted to go see, was it Styx or Kansas?
Kansas.
I haven't been able to go to a concert or a sporting event for about 4 years now since my tailbone's been just consistently getting worse because I just can't handle sitting in anything hard. So that could be the one thing that messes up my whole 2020 schedule of events because I do have to have a tailbone surgery and I also have to have 3 discs fused in my back, my upper back. But all that stuff happened because I had a herniated disc completely collapse and damaged my spine, and they had to cut half of the disc out. But I'm able to walk, so I mean that's a blessing. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's definitely not that the other is not bad, but that's definitely a big win that you're able to walk.
I don't have feeling on my right side either on my leg, but my big toe got feeling back, so I can drive fine, which is cool. Oh, I wasn't wanting anybody to say sorry to me. It's just life.
Oh, it's not giving me what I wanted it to give me. It shows up a little different on desktop than it does on the phone. I was wanting to show Priscilla basically the hours breakdown. So like, we'll take this one. This is my number 1 for the period. I think this was about oh no, okay. So this was the 8-hour stream. I got 17 hours of watch time off of it. So
yeah, you get more than that.
No, well, the average watch time on it was only like 20. Yeah, there we go. Audience retention. The average watch time was only 26 minutes.
Was that one that I was in with you?
That was a horrible long day that I don't really remember much of. Not that I didn't enjoy the stream, but that was when we went for 8 hours, and
I was in St. Louis.
Gotcha. I had fun, but I really don't remember a lot of it.
A lot of painkillers.
Yeah, so 8 hours, 15 minutes got me, basically double that amount of time in watch hours, and it got me 1 subscriber. There are others that I have much better numbers on. So if we look at, I think this is one of my better ones. So yeah, like the viewer duration here is 31%. It got 342 views. So a 6-hour stream got me 12 hours of watch time. 62 views, 1 subscriber with an
That's
average.
not real watch time because we had all of our friends here the whole time talking.
Yeah, it all depends on people going in and out, back and forth. That's YouTube for you. I'll put it that way. So it is what it is.
And your alone would have given you that many hours.
Yeah, I know. You would think it would be more, but I'm not complaining. I'm just kind of showing. But definitely, if you take that and then compare that to like an actual video. So let's go over here, pull the videos. And I'm sorry if I'm boring anybody, but Priscilla was talking about different watch hours and things like that. And this is one of the things that I enjoy doing, is trying to help people learn the ins and outs and understandings and how it really breaks down and works. Let's look at the analytics on it. Good retention rate per video. Your live streams are never going to have as good of a retention rate as your videos are, in theory, hopefully. If you're doing, more than an hour live stream, you get people that pop in and out, which is cool. I mean, I appreciate people coming in, throwing a like, but you've got to keep in mind, if that one person comes in and watches 5% of the video, and then one person watches 100, you do your averages and you're like, boom. So this video, the Project Piaba that I just put out the other day, is at 124 views, and it has gotten me 13 hours of watch time and 3 subscribers from it. So
yeah, their math is funny because there's a whole mess of people there watching that thing.
Oh yeah. But in terms of what they're actually giving me, and even that's one of my best retention rates on that one. And it's still only getting literally 50%. People are watching 7.5 minutes of it, or 50.9% of it. So generally what they're either doing is they're clicking off of it. Let's see, peak concurrence. And a lot of it's coming from browse features in terms of the traffic for it. So I would say what people are doing, since a lot of it's coming from the browse feature and not from the notification, is that people are stumbling upon it while they're looking for like Project Piaba and things that I've tagged. And then they're hitting that skip 30 seconds. Let me skip 30 seconds ahead. Let me skip 30 more seconds, So that will cut down on your time. Sorry to digress into that. But I do, for anybody that's interested in looking at that kind of stuff, that's one of my kind of off-topic streams, if you will. I try and help people with their channel or go through, how to even figure out half of this stuff, and help people out, because it can be a confusing path. That was one of the first things I did from a business aspect, was look at it and try and figure out how everything works so I would know what I was up against. Yeah, like Zen Ginger said, raids come into the average, that type of thing. So raids are great for your likes, and I will never complain about people coming in to throw a like in there. I'm not complaining at all. But in terms of, Priscilla, a lot of what is actually showing on mine is coming from TubeBuddy. If you don't have TubeBuddy, I suggest you download it. And then there's you've also got your standard YouTube stuff on there. But a lot of what I look at is the TubeBuddy analytics. But yeah, definitely, if people come in and do a raid and they're in there for 30 seconds of that video, it's kind of like in school. If you got, you had 5 tests and you got 4 100s and a 0, you got an 80. The law of averages. You get 100 and a 0, you get a 50. So when you get into the percentages and the statistics of it, things like that hurt you in terms of average watch time and things of that nature, even though they're helpful with likes and support.
Well, awesome. I've got to go check that out. And sometime I saw today in your live stream, I guess, not show, you were helping Father Fish.
Yeah.
And sometimes you ought to do that for me sometime. You know,
Oh yeah,
I want to know a commercial thing. I don't have a commercial thing.
yeah, and that's another thing I do like earlier, and Zen dropped the link for that stream from earlier. Is I will sign out of my Fisher and Fever account where I'm subscribed to you, and go to one of my other accounts I'm not subscribed to you on, and view it as a fresh person entering your channel that's never been there before, so you can see what somebody actually sees that's not subscribed to you, because everything is tracked nowadays. So the computer knows, hey, Fisher and Fever and Chattanooga Ed are linked together. You're familiar with each other internet wise, so it will prompt me things that it won't prompt somebody that's not been to your channel before. Priscilla, I would say either A, it's broken, or B, it's because you were inactive and then like bounced back, and so everything is just ridiculously high on your percentages. Yeah, pretty much, Brad. If you're sleepy, just let it play and go to sleep. And that's one way you can actually help people that need watch hours, is pick their longest playlist before you go to bed and just let it play on your laptop. It's not going to hurt, and it helps them. Hey, Big J's. All right. So we have 4 minutes left in this stream. Did anybody have anything? Jay's asked if that means he gets another stream. Yeah, if you live stream 4,000 hours, isn't bad at all. Like I said, I started my channel September 9th was officially when Fisher and Fever YouTube channel was created. And you saw I've got 1,600 hours at this point, whatever it was, 1,640 something, in less than 4 months. So almost to 4 months now. And the first month of that, I didn't live stream. So you can definitely get the hours by streaming quicker than you can videos, generally speaking. That Piaba video that I chose was kind of an off example because it's doing better than any of my other videos have done, which is kind of what I was hoping for when I did that video, the way I did it and the way I tagged it and edited it. Chevy Fish says it's not good to rate a stream, drop a like, and then leave. In terms of the analytics, technically speaking, for that person's watch time, it's not. It's going to throw off the duration count on their views, and it's going to skew the numbers. That being said, nobody complains about being rated because you're getting the likes, you're getting all those positive interactions. If I raid people, I always try and stay in a channel for at least 5 minutes if I go in one, to give them at least a decent little bit of view time. I try and give them at least a 5-minute block. Chappie says, alter your video to your audience. Jeremy says, playing videos while sleeping doesn't work. Google is constantly scanning your eyeballs to make sure you don't close your eyelids. Oh, that's great. Chappie says, it's not that it isn't good. A thumbs up helps, gets them to the front page. Fish Fam did, Bob from Carol's Aquatics says, Fish Fam did a movement like that a couple years ago. # no small channels, etc. Yeah, I was around on YouTube, but I wasn't like in the Fish Fam at that point, so I missed out on that one. But that's definitely awesome. I don't think of myself as better than anybody else in here, regardless of channel size. And again, part of why I wanted to bring KG Tropicals, or John from KG, and Bob Steenthal on the channel, besides just that's going to be a fun conversation, is because I don't think a lot of our little community realizes that those individuals don't see themselves as being different from us. They see themselves as being in the same small YouTuber community that we're in. Even though they don't spend all the time, talking like we do, they see themselves as us. They don't see themselves as being bigger or better than us. And I want more people to realize that, because I think that's awesome. So that is 1 hour, 59 minutes and 40 seconds at this point. We're going to wrap this one up and I guess start a new one. Is that what we agreed on? Is that what everybody's wanting to do?
sure, before everybody leaves, check out Big J's got an awesome video today where he got a bunch of white convicts that are super cool looking. Just wanted to throw that out. Man, if I was that guy and worked at a pet store, I'd be coming home with fish every day.
Yeah,
I could not handle that.
yeah, that I can't either. Ed, if you would like to say farewell, and then I will say farewell. I'm going to end this one and then immediately start up a new one, guys.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for showing up. I look forward to it every week. Thank you, James, for letting me come and have fun with you. And everybody else, see you next week. Well, actually, I might see you in 2 minutes.
Yeah. So, Chattanooga Ed, as always, I appreciate you coming on with me tonight. Special shout out to Miss Fever for making her guest appearance. And to each and every one of you in the chat, I appreciate you coming in, regardless of how long you were here, lurkers and non-lurkers alike. I thank you very much. And until next time, keep your fish healthy and catch yourself a little fish room fever. Bye, everybody.